Just been through induction, got my tools, and I'm going back on site. Obviously, being in Manchester, it's raining. Why wouldn't it be? I'm surprised they're not waterlogged. Honestly, I am. Right, here we go. This is what we're up against. 2 4-core 185s go up. Obviously not dressed yet. I've just pulled them back because they were over there. Pulled them back in. I'm going to drop them down into that panel. Terminations are about there, so I can get them come out and get 6 of the cores connected because there's only 6 lugs. I need 8. So I'm going to get these set in now, get them dressed, get the measure where I want them, and then I can stick the exhaust cut around them and get them all connected up. So you know what that looks like. I'll show you when it's finished. So remember. So this is the sum total of today's efforts. Cables up and down and in, and then they need to cut. See that they look like they're leaning like that, but they're not touching the rack there. So what they need to do is come forward, and they'll be more or less touching that. Well, be about an inch or so away from that rung, and then they'll drop in straight. So that's for tomorrow, but we won't worry about that. Then I pulled all of the cables out of that one, dropped some into there, dropped 2 into there. So that's task for tomorrow. Hopefully some lugs are getting delivered. So I need 2 to finish that off. Whether you can see them, you can't really see because the others are in the way. But so there's 6 cores terminated. So I just need to tidy my gear up now. And apparently I'm less than a 10-minute walk from Deansgate in Manchester. So I'm going to go there for a beer, I think. Or something to eat at least. I'll show you the thing. So this is the auditorium. So you've got seating up the back there, seating across there, and then it opens out into that, and then this all here is like a warehouse space. So they're going to have, so you can see the partition doors, so you can partition that off, have it as, I don't know, like an exhibition centre or various things. But this is a performance area, but there's also a performance area in those warehouse bits as well. So that's good, isn't it? Right then, this is this morning's fun. Whether you noticed in yesterday's video, there was a cable and it was laid along the floor there, sort of came up like that and dropped away. So I've just pushed it over the top, up over there and down. That's the end of it. Fortunately, it goes in that switch. But if you look, that's the bottom of the switch, obviously, and that, I'd have said, is about 250 mil. Is there going to be enough to terminate it in there? That's going to be a close one. And also, just in case you're wondering, is that all he did yesterday? It's because there's a guy on this job who I haven't seen for about 7 or 8 years. So we were having a chat, and we had a chat for quite a substantial amount of time. But it is, isn't it? If you can't be friendly and catch up with people, what can you do? So yeah, I didn't get a lot done yesterday, what with the induction and going to get my tools and going to get everything else, but never mind. Anyway, this is a more pressing concern, wouldn't you say? Honestly, do not believe this place, right? Sun was absolutely cracking the flags 10 minutes ago. Look at this. Hey? What's that about? Like the bloody North Pole. That's what we want. I want some more of that. I don't want any of this. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I've just took the measure to the gland, which is that green mark. I've measured from the gland down to the bottom of the switch and in over to about here. I need a meter. So let's see if we've got it. Get the tape out. I'll extend it to, oh God, not even close. So there is on the green mark, 840. Now that was basically, it came down like that to the bottom of the switch at a right angle. So what I'll have to do, the cables are going to end up going in sort of like that. They're going to, it's not going to look good. It's not going to look good at all. I have to drill the drill those out. I might have to slot them, to be honest. I might have to put a slot in that, because they might have to come in at such an angle like that, and then, you know, oh dear, oh dear, oh, as the Chuckle Brothers said, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. What I've had to do is this. I've had to steal a bit from the corner downstairs. I pulled it up on the ratchet, pulled it across. I've took the gland out, so the cable now goes in, and there you can see where I rung it. So I've gained an extra, I don't know, what's that, 70 mil. But if I bend it up now, oh no, I just pushed it up, you stupid fool. Okay. Sort of bend it there, look. It goes almost, it only needs to go to just above the danger. So I think that might work. So I'll have to put a new ring on it, snap these bits off, and then hopefully I can make it fit. God, the things you have to do. Just measured it with a tie wrap. That is how much I need. So I need to find 100 mil from somewhere on the cable. I think up at that corner I can steal a bit. I'll have to pull both cables in. I'm hoping that I can make that 100 mil up. I have to see. I'll let you know how it turns out. Right, I've just made the armour cut. I think I've got it. I think there's 100 mil on it, but it has slightly compromised that corner. It was either that, do what I've just done, or well, basically pull a new cable. So I think that's comparable to, rather than installing a whole, well, taking out and then installing a whole new cable. So this is the last one to gland, and then I'm on, well, I've got two there to gland, so you can see them. So I've got two more to do, but then that's, I'm going to terminate all of this and then I'm going to move on to them. So that's the cable where I had to gain the piece from the corner. So the neutral is connected, so we've got that one done. Let's put them down 2 seconds. And the grey L3 isn't connected, but I've bent it into position, so it's in there. Hang on a second, I'll move it so you can see it. So there it is, look. See the lug needs to go on it. See the piece of copper? You can see the copper there, right? So that's in position and that's bent into position, right? So you can see that. That's what I cut off it. So that's pretty near, isn't it? That's what I cut off. What's that? 40 mil? I think you've got to be looking about 40-45 mil. And there you go. And that one was pretty much, that's what I cut off the neutral on the 70 mil, which is the shortest core. Don't worry about them. They're not like that. They've just, because they haven't got a crimp on either. They haven't got a lug on either. The grey, I'll put the lug on the end of that. I didn't even cut any off the grey, so that just went straight in. And they say it's easy. Look at this. Job's done. Cables are installed, and they put a bloody light up. I've worked in the dark with a head torch on. And the all lit up now. Thanks very much. Right, that's all complete over there. So we've moved on to pastures new. So I've got two 4-core 240s that come into this panel. Similar to the 185s, but I've changed the orientation. I've sort of learned a lesson. What I've done is I've put the two glands there, right? The lugs are the coppers are a little bit further back than the gland holes, and then what that allows me to do is to bend the cables up and back and then down. So I've got a bit more freedom as to where the cables will cross each other as well. So that was cables crossing each other, just in case you didn't know. So I'm just going to measure these now. I'm going to get them glanded hopefully tonight. It's now 5 o'clock. So I've got those to gland. I might even have a go terminating them. And then I've got these two 185s. But the lads are going to take this piece of strut out for me in the morning. So realistically, I can't do anything with them. But, you know, we'll see. But yeah, if I can get these two glanded tonight, I'll be happy. Stay till about half past 6 or something. Maybe a little bit later if I get into the swing of things. I might put some music on. And yeah, there's the corner there. So this should be easy. And I think I left 800mm just so it gets to me to about there. So I've got plenty of room to twist them and move them. So to move 800mm back shouldn't be too difficult. The gland, I'm hoping, won't actually get up to the rung. So it won't stop me. So anyway, yeah, I'm going to get those measured now and hopefully get them glanded. was heavy that. Right, I've got the two of them in. I'm not going to lie to you. They're awful. Look at L3 and L3, right? L3's over that in there, right? Neutral and neutral. The neutral's over here. Oh, why do you do this to me, cable Jesus? They're an absolute cow, them. That one, that neutral there, I'm gonna have to bend it right the way up into the back of there. So right into there, round, and then try and come down. And then what that'll allow me to do is get the other ones of this, say this cable, underneath that neutral to the back, and then this one, they can drop onto the front. Oh man. That's bad news, that. I must have upset somebody this week, because that's twice it's happened to me now. I'm just going to leave that, I'll leave that little chain block on tonight to form that bend. And then I've got those two, you see them over there? And two 185s. And what they've said is they're going to take, there's a unistrut there, just goes across. So that's going to come out in the morning. And then the cable gang have very nicely said that they'll help me pull them back to this bend. It's only 800mm again, and then drop them into the panel with me. I think there's somebody working in here tomorrow doing all-round banding, so he said he'll help me. So there we go, that's Wednesday done and dusted. It is, oh there's my finger, look, sorry, it's 6:30. So I said that, didn't I? I think it was it 5 o'clock? I said I'll see if I can get them done by 6:30. So that worked out well. I've still got to tidy up. So I've got my gear to tidy up, and then I'm gonna go and I'm gonna play Guess the Weatherspoons. So you won't see it, it'll already be out. So you'll probably, it'll be on TikTok. Because last week I did one, I put a TikTok on about the stairs in a Weatherspoons. There was a lack of stairs when I went to the toilet, and it just went crazy. It went absolutely crazy. So I'm going to go and do another one now and see if there are stairs or no stairs. I might do a series of Weatherspoons around the country of stairs or no stairs in every town I visit. Right, enough from me rambling on. I'm going to go and get a shower, and I'm going to go to the public house, because I think I deserve it, because I've worked really hard today. See you tomorrow. I've come out for a pint, right, in Manchester, and it's raining. But see, developers in Manchester have got it off, because look at this. See that there? When they built that, it was a 2-bedroom semi-detached house, right? It rains that much in Manchester, it just grows. So the development costs are minimal. Maximum profits. It's unbelievable. Morning everybody. Right, I've got those 240s to finish this morning. And then those two 185s. But have you ever seen anything like this in your life? Walked into this plant room. 1, 2, 3, 4 sets of steps. Unused. Like, the more or less, you could, on building sites in Arabia, they'd trade daughters as a dowry in marriage for a pair of steps on a building site. Yet in here there's 4 pairs. Unbelievable. Anyway, must press on. So last night, just before I left, I looked, I realised I've got access to the back, and I can take the back of the panel off. So I can attack this from both sides, which makes life a little bit easier. Goodbye, poor man's crimps. They're the dice you want to see. They're the bad boys you want to see. Get rid of the little ones, get the big fellas in. Right, I've nearly got these finished now. So I'm on the last core. And what I want to show you is, if it's possible, because you can't really see around me, just how I bend the core, so it's the grey one, L3, over to the right hand side. Just how I bend it in. Instead of struggling with it, what I'll try and do is use the natural twist of the cable to help me bend the cable where I need it. I might have to stand on this one, I'm only short. So there, look, it seems it's contradictory to where I want it, because I want it over there, but I'm bending it over there. And then see, bent that there, I can use that as a lever to roll the cable where I want it. And that's sort of, so I do want to do that, right? Are you ready? Ready? So do that. Now we zoomed in. So, oh, it's out of focus, that. Is it out of focus or is it my eyes? So there, look. Crosses in the middle, that drops down. I'll get the measure on the tie wrap and get it dropped in. But yeah, it seemed contradictory, bending it like from there up in that direction when I wanted to go in that direction. But what it does is it forms the cable, because the cable rolls in that direction, and then you can use it against itself, because you've got a little bit of length on it. And that's my little steering wheel, if you want. It just makes things easier than trying to battle against it. Let it tell you where it wants to go, and then just push it where it needs to be. Anyway, I'm nearly done. The 240s I finished this morning. 10mm hole, 12mm bolt, can't put that on. So it's cut to length, ready to go on. So I'll get that on, not next week, because I'm going on a different job next week. But they were the ones that I did this morning. Got those finished. Like I said, removed the back plate, that was brilliant. And then I've got those, excuse me, I've got a bit of a cold coming. Those ones dropping in and get those connected. And then I've got to go and write my list of what I've done to send my invoices. But yeah, anyway, I'll stop waffling now and actually get on with some work. Wowzers, look at that. The abominable snowman's come out the shower. Eh? Size of them. I'd like to upset him. Well, there we go. Another week done. Started off a bit poor, but got there in the end. Being a decent week with some big cables put in. I've just stopped at the Tesco, got some goodies for the way home. It's 3 hours and 45 minutes or something. So that's going to be a nice drive in the dark. But I want to do a different job next week, so I've had to load all my tools in the back onto that job, and then up back onto this job. So I shall see you on the next one. And remember, little thumbs up. See you later. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.